All right, so welcome back. Hopefully, all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. So far, I just like all my comments and all my tags and pings and everything have been just talking about like the situation and told me to like make one little follow-up video here, post the dev notes to see what the community's thinking and such. I'll give you my take over here. I don't want to like sort of like keep making videos in this drama over here. If they want to give a response, they'll probably be my next video. If they don't choose to give a response, I really can't do much here. I made my initial video showing the situation. A lot of people found out about that situation through that. A lot of people found out the situation through Reddit, Twitter, Discord, everywhere. And you know, I responded with the second video that I covered on it was the response from the devs, right? And now this is just the final video here that I'll give you what the community thinks about this response here and how players are feeling and a bit of an update on the situation. So, as always, new to the channel, like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. The only real reason I'm making this video here is simply because there is a lot of sort of misinformation going around and a lot of just fighting between the community. So wanted to kind of address that and also give you my take on my comments saying that they're quitting and the best way to approach this if you care to approach it that way. Like and subscribe, here we go. First thing we'll start off with is this being the best part, the most important part. Whenever a drama happens in this community, and it happens to other communities as well, people just jump on each other saying that, oh, you're wrong, this shouldn't, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, oh, you're so annoying, oh, lol, you're so weird, oh my god, this is garbage, you guys are just stuck up, you guys are just spoiled, you know. It's just like, what? I don't know why this is with this not this community, but entirely in gotchas and such. If people have an opinion, they can have an opinion. If they want to see changes here, they are allowed to ask for changes. They're allowed to bring this up. They're allowed to post about this. They're allowed to tweet about this. They're allowed to post on Discord and such. Like, people just will say that, oh no, shift up is in the right here, shift up is in the wrong here, hardcore. There is no like in between middle ground that people can see. It's just either right, wrong, right? Simply put, don't like fight over this, don't like beef over this. If people don't believe in these changes and don't want these changes, they're entitled to that opinion. If they think this is blown out of proportion, they think this is garbage, they could think that. But if people think that they want changes, that people want those things to happen, and they want to see the game get better, and they want to see things they've begged for 2 years now, they're allowed to ask that as well. There is no fighting. Please don't fight with each other. Just give your opinion peacefully. That's a hard thing to ask of a gotcha community. Please give your opinion peacefully and don't just like fight in the comments, dude. Like yesterday there was like a long thread of people just beefing, and then I got dragged in. Oh, Gogo makes a video on it, that's the issue. Like, what? Dude, I got caught straight for no reason. I'm like, what? I'm covering it to let you know what's going on if you care to, like, god, I caught a stray. But no, don't fight, be kind about it. Give your opinion, and if you don't care, move on, right? Tweet cycle is going to come through over here from Nikke. They're going to announce their Padres and next banner real soon. That's going to happen. That's going to probably push this under the rug, and if Shift chooses to respond next week by this, they can. And if they don't, they don't. So, depends on what happens here, but please give your opinion if you want to. If you don't want to give your opinion, you don't give a damn. Don't give a damn, but don't fight over it. That's the simplest thing. Second, beyond that, also, what I want to make clear is there is a bit of misinformation going around. So, first thing first, please don't say that Shift Up is, or the CN version is 100% better. Don't say that, all right? The CN version has quality of life that you have. Or that you don't have, sorry. You don't have. They have better quality of life that you don't have. But yes, people keep using this opinion over here that's saying like, oh, you guys want what CN has? Then take all of what CN has. Nobody said that. Simply what we're saying is this. If CN has changes that are super good for the game, we would love to see it over here. The CN side and CN gotchas are very different and very strict when it comes to different storylines, when it comes to things like that. There is things you can and cannot put in games when it comes to the CN side. Nobody here is arguing for those things, as again, there's different laws preventing those things from being in games. That's how it works on the CN side. Nobody asked for that. People are like moving the goalposts saying like, oh, you guys want it all, here you go. Like, you're just saying CN is better. No one's saying CN is better. They're simply saying CN has those changes. And also, if you are saying CN is better, don't say that. CN is not better. Clearly, it's not better. There are a lot of changes that CN has that you may not want to see over here. You definitely don't want to see over here, right? In the context of storytelling, in the context of removing squads, in the context of removing characters, in the context of removing bond stories, in the context of removing themes, things that just can't be said over there. So don't do that, simply, okay? Next, what I also wanted to say is, yes, there's a lot of people also pushing this thing over here. If you don't know, yesterday what happened, and this is why the dev notes came out relatively quicker, because the CEO of ShiftUp accidentally or purposely, I don't know, reposted a post talking like crap on Global, being like, haha, CN's better, haha, on the CN side. And then Kim, the CEO of Nikke, or ShiftUp, went and reposted that. And deleted it right away, 20-30 minutes, he deleted it. He was reposting at the time, so give the benefit of the doubt there, but he did repost it. This caused a lot of drama. That's why dev notes came out the way it did, and relatively quickly, because again, this got there. The funniest thing is that Prywin got in on this too. They got in the drama. They were like, dude, what's going on? Again, he wasn't mocking global players. He did not write this. Somebody wrote this. He reposted this. He reposted cosplay around the same time, so he was just reposting things. Maybe he didn't read this. Maybe he did read this. Maybe he was just perusing through this and accidentally hit repost. I can't tell. Or he purposely. I can't tell. I don't know. But simplest point is, he did not write this. If you've been seeing that or hearing that, he did not write this. But again, yes, it was a repost that occurred. Now, beyond all those things, beyond like the points that I wanted to make over here, the other points that I wanted to talk about is, hey, what was the reception to the dev notes? I did not push an opinion. That was the thing I saw in my comments as well, that I'm pushing this opinion on people, saying that the dev notes didn't feel that it was, that they were looking out for us more so than, whatever. But this was an opinion that Twitter had. Twitter didn't watch my video. And what was Twitter's opinion on it? I'm glad I helped fund quality of life changes for a game that doesn't affect me, which is the CN version. They asked about this over here, like, what about these things over here? What I will also make clear is, please, 100% molds aren't exactly 100% molds. For those that don't know, there's a bit of misinformation there too. 100% molds simply means after 5 or 6 molds are popped, okay, you get 100% mold, basically. How it works is you pop 1 mold. That mold is a 50-50 chance. 50% chance you pull an SSR, 50% chance you pull 10 more molds. Those 10 more molds pretty much add up into a full mold, and that full mold is a 100% mold. It's a pity system added to a system that doesn't have a pity system. It's a good system. People undermine the system, saying like, this is garbage. If I had 100% after that, I wouldn't feel as miserable as I do now. I have in my life popped 10 to 20 molds that just don't give anything, and that's the most miserable feeling ever. CN doesn't have to have that feeling, because after popping 250 molds, or whatever the number is, they get enough to get 100% guaranteed mold. And I like that. So yes, it is a good thing to ask for, but please don't believe it's 100% in every mold. No, it's a 100% pity system built in. So please be aware. Next up over here, I think I'll take my money to another gacha. This was a big thing in my comment section that I saw. And then over here, people were saying this over here, pretty much comparing to, saying like, hey, this is a bullcrap response, and then comparing it to like EA and Activision, right? And yes, there were people that were defending this, saying like, oh, this is good, everything's good, we give them time, right? Like for example, this tweet over here, it's the first approach, everyone should relax, this is again better than nothing, most games don't respond to you, it's better than, or it needs to be better, sure, but let them digest and act accordingly to the situation. So remember, both sides are correct. If people do want changes, they can ask for them, and if people say like, hey, give Shift Up time, maybe they could say those things as well. It depends. Yes, what I will leave you with here, and what I wanted to make sure this video was said for, if you are planning on quitting the game over these changes and over this, what I will say is Shift Up is better than most gotchas out there. There is no doubt about that, and that is the fact, okay? If you feel that, hey, this kind of sucks, maybe Shift Up does double down on that and take care of things in the future. I would say give them some time here. What I will also say is this dev notes definitely felt more rushed because of, I think, the drama with the CEO and the other drama associated. They quickly rushed it out. But I definitely think they could have said more here. I definitely think that if they wanted to, they could have gave more of those fixes in this thing and said, hey, you guys want mold improvements? We're working on them. Please just give us time. Hey, you guys want those things over there being, auto battle your tower? We got you. You guys want those 4-hour, 5-hour cooldowns? We got you. Please just give us time and let us adjust to these things, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Let us focus on our collaboration stuff and other stuff first, and we'll get back to you when we can. If they said it more like that versus how we got it, nobody would have complained. If they just said like, hey, we'll look into it, just give us time. Their response was just turned into a meme. Their differences will enrich each other. And then, starting with loading improvements, we're working on a number of global releases and improvements that'll be announced in the future. Again, it's always, if they just said so, people would not really care and people would move on. That's kind of how things work here. But they didn't do those things, right? So what I will say is this. If you want to quit, you're more than welcome to. But that doesn't affect Shift Up. They don't care. Less server costs because you're quitting. Pretty much what the way to affect them is money-wise. If you want to stop spending, be my guest, you can do that. If you want to keep spending, you're allowed to. It's your game. It's a game that you enjoy. It's a game that's going to be here for a while. Yes, these changes that didn't come to us, yes, it sucks, but it's still again a better gacha game than most. You can feel that way and purchase away, right? If you want to affect them, your wallet is a way to do so. Quitting doesn't really help them or hurt them. It doesn't do much to them. But again, money. That's what does it. So if you would like to, be my guest and stop spending, be my guest. There is a collaboration up and coming. If you like that collaboration and still want to spend, do it. If you don't want to, don't. Just be aware that this is a rough time, especially. A collaboration is limited, may not come back. And if you plan on playing this game long term, don't just because of this. And if these changes do get taken care of, don't just skip a collaboration and all that because maybe they do respond in the future and take care of this and you lost out on a collab because of that, right? So just plan accordingly. Do it how you want to do it. But I wanted to just say, please don't fight over this. Please don't beef over this. Please don't just like fall into like the misinformation trap of people saying like, oh, the CEO said this. No, CEO reposted it. Whether it was purposeful or not, I can't tell. Yes, the CNN version is not the better version, but it does have version changes that we have been begging for, and that is okay to say that we want that. There are people like this person over here who's been there for 174 days, pestering ShiftUp to revamp the molds, right? This person knows it best. People have been begging ShiftUp, please revamp molds, and they got a mold system that is better than we have. We would love to see in the future, and I definitely think they could have done better in saying that, hey, we will tackle those things. It felt more, again, of a smack in the face in the context that, hey, we don't know if we will tackle those things, right? They didn't really address what they will tackle. They just said there are changes. Well, what were the changes, right? I definitely think that this is an easy way for ShiftUp to respond to this and fix this. If they choose to, they could. And when they do, I'll alert you as soon as I possibly can. But for now, I'll wrap it up there. I probably won't address this drama moving forward, as I will wait for a response from ShiftUp. But I did want to get the last video out here on this to at least say, if you want to quit the game, you're more than welcome to. But does that really hurt them? No. So play the game out, have fun with it. I do, in my opinion, think that ShiftUp will respond for the most part. They are, out of most companies, better, right? They're not the best, 100%. They have their issues, they've had their problems, they have some things they hold consistent. The big situation that also came through here, if you didn't know, is they dodged the 2.5 anniversary issues as well. They didn't really address any of the 2.5 anniversary complaints that people have had. I didn't cover this in my videos and such, but a lot of people are very mad about the story and the advice sessions and the bond things and the chapter updates and everything. They've been getting more lazier and lazier. The writing wasn't as good. These no commander sessions are just weird, and so many different things about these. Like the Mahara skin, they also swept that under the rug because of the CN drama. That was more of a priority to them. They didn't choose to respond to those things, so they got a freebie on that one, walking away with no real response to that. But I hope they respond on those as well, right? A lot of people do have opinions about those things there, but this dev knows didn't address that. So curious if that is the thing they take care of. But for the most part, ShiftUp again is on the better side of the gacha companies. But I hope that they do get something out here to sort of quell the community and calm them down. But we shall see. For right now, though, I'll wrap it up there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And again, please be nice to each other and don't beef over this. And you know, hopefully we see some of the changes that CN got. But now you know. All right, take care, have fun, best of luck, and yeah, be kinder in the comments. You guys are ripping each other apart. All right, stop bringing me into it. I'm nice. All right, I'm just kidding. Chill, take care, have fun, enjoy.